Hello everyone and welcome to YouTube Tuesday with me, Jessica Brigden of JessBCreativeCardiology. Hello. So glad to have you join me. I'm back from vacation. David and I had a wonderful time with my friend Rachel Asiamati from, she's French, lives in Germany, and her husband James. So the four of us had some pretty awesome adventures. We had some time at the beach. We got to swim with some dolphins. That was the highlight of my trip. And we did do a little bit of a live stream. If you caught that last week, we were having some internet issues, so unfortunately it did not record the whole thing. So if you got bits and pieces of it, some sneak peeks from Rachel's incentive trip swaps and some new product that she was able to share with us. But I have some fun beach themed project to share with you. I did create a couple of projects to take with us on the trip, and unfortunately we were just too busy having adventures that we weren't able to coordinate a second crafting video for you. So I'm going to share one of those projects with you today, and I'll share the next one on Friday. All right, so be sure to tune in both Tuesday and Friday this week at 3 p.m. Eastern. All right, so today I'm going to be creating a fun beach themed card. Hence, I've got my tropical shirt. I tried to bring some sunshine and warmth home with me. It has been cold and rainy. Like, we picked the perfect time to go on vacation last week because the weather here in New York was miserable. When we landed at the airport and we went out to wait for our ride, and we're like, oh my goodness, we were freezing. And then on the way home, it started pouring. And we're like, why did we come home to this? But yesterday was beautiful, and today's quite nice too. A little bit cooler, but no rain yesterday and today. So we're gonna create this tropical vibe. And oh, there goes Ziggy. She's so glad we're home. She's been running from one end of the house to the other. So excited. All right, so let me flip the camera and we'll get right into our crafting. All right, glad to have a few of you join us. Hi, Kathy. Hello. I see my hubby popping in to say hi real quick. All right, let's see what we're gonna work with today. Okay, so flip this around. The bundle that I am working with is called Notes and Totes, and you can find it here in your Stampin' Up! Catalog on page 81. All right, so you can do a la carte stamp set dies, but if you bundle them together, then you do receive a 10% discount, all right, on the purchase of those two. And it's a nice set because it's perfect for summertime, all kinds of fun things. And then the dies, there's a lot of pieces to these dies. You can create all kinds of beach themes. If you're wondering, these little pieces actually are to create like a wooden fence that you might find along the beach. All right, we've got the pieces for the tote, some cute little heart sunglasses. We've got a little, like a scarf to tie on your bag. We've got a hydro flask and sunscreen, a bottle of lotion. We've got starfish and some seashell and little bag handles, all kinds of cute stuff. You can even like really accessorize your bag with all of that good stuff, little tags. All right, so really good value here for all of the pieces that you get in this. And what I love is that this bundle coordinates really well with the celebratory sips collection. Now, the scrapbooking workshop kit and accessories are in the annual catalog. However, the main pack of designer series paper, along with the celebratory sips bundle, ribbon and accessories, these are an online exclusive. All right, so even though they're not pictured in the catalog, they are available. Okay, and I love the bright cheeriness of this paper, and I've been creating several projects with it. If you go back through my my past videos here from 2 weeks ago, all right, we've been working with this celebratory sips designer series paper, which is lots of fun. All right, so let me show you how these items work together. Okay, so for our project here, I went nice and bright. So we're gonna do a Daffodil Delight card base, a nice bright sunshiny yellow, okay? So just a half sheet, and we're gonna make a standard card, and then really The fun part is accessorizing the bag and all the little things that go with it. It's kind of like paper dolls at the beach. So this is 5.5 by 8.5. We will fold here and score at 4.25. All right, this gives us our A2 size card. I did pre-cut some basic white at 4 by 5.25, so we can tuck this on the inside. So we've got a nice place to create our message. Okay, oops, there we go. All right, now I'm using some Pool Party. I wanted beachy colors, okay? So I went with Pool Party here for my base layer, my first layer. And I wanted to share with you the embossing folder because I did texturize this already. Okay, so the embossing folder I used is called Soft Waves, and that is on page 109. Finding that here, yes. Okay, you can see that on page 109 here in the catalog. This is the Soft Waves embossing folder. All right, we also have So Swirly, so they are a little bit different. Swirly really is kind of all over, and then the waves are more of a landscape style from like left to right. Okay, but really you could use either one, whichever your preference. But on this, I did do the Soft Waves, okay, to go with our beachy theme. All right, so I did pre-do that the Soft Waves here, this is a 3D embossing folder, which means when you are running it through your die cut machine, all right, if you're using the Stampin' Cut and Emboss or Big Shot, whichever you're using, you want to use your base, okay, base number 1 without any tabs. Remove your extra shims and your clear plates. You just want base number 1. All right, you even have a template here on the base of the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And then with this, you insert your cardstock into your embossing folder, and then you are going to top this with gray plate number 4. Okay, this is the specialty plate for embossing folders because the 3D ones are extra thick. Okay, so just a tip there for you, and that will help you get a nice. Natalie, hello, bonsoir. Thanks for joining me. Yes, it was so nice having Rachel join me last week. We had lots of fun, and if you did catch that video, we definitely had a multilingual going on. We had English, French, and German. Rachel is very talented there. All right, so we're applying our Pool Party cardstock embossed with the Soft Waves. So we have our water element and our sunshine element here with the cardstock. Okay, so here comes the fun part. Now with our notes and totes, all right, this one piece here, let me just peel that off. This one die cuts out the tote for us. Okay, so you just need this one die to go with your paper. In this case, I used the celebratory sips in this bright floral. The other side here has the stripes and timid tiger. Okay, so just that one piece. Okay, and then I used some berry burst cardstock for my handle. Okay, this piece creates the base of your bag along with the detailed stripes. All right, so let me just lay it out so I can show you all the pieces that I used. Okay, and then we have our sunglasses. So I've got the frames, and then I die cut also in some basic black. All right, so we'll have a contrast. All right, and then we used our sunscreen here and the water bottle or hydro flask, whatever you want to call it here. I need to move these to a magnetic sheet so they're a little bit easier. Okay, and then I've also got a seashell on here. All right, so I did use a lot of pieces, and you do get these cute little hearts that die cut from your sunglasses. Okay, so these are all the pieces that I used. It does seem like a lot of pieces, but it comes together very easily because this tote die, it already adds the stitching, all right, and it adds the score lines. Okay, so all you have to do is fold here on the edges, okay, and then it will fold on the bottom. Okay, and then it does have these little bottom pieces because technically you could put 2 bags together to create a little treat holder. Okay, you could do put another one here and then have a little pocket. All right, so we're gonna do this piece first. Hi Doris, hello, hello. Thank you. We had a wonderful time. We had lots of sunshine. It was so nice and warm. All right, so I'm going to use my tear and tape. You could use your Tombow liquid glue. I don't recommend the snail or Stampin' Seal for this because it's just not quite enough room here. But I do want to make sure this stays nice and stuck. All right, so I'm going to use just a little tear and tape along that bottom flap, and then also here on the left and right flaps. Okay, just a little bit. You don't need very much, okay? All right, and then we'll peel that off. You can use take your pick tool to help you with that. Look, I got my nails done, and if you don't want to ruin your nails, use your take your pick tool here and just slide that little spatula end underneath, okay? And that will help remove the backing of that tape, okay? All right, and then this one. Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you. See, it matches. It's like a nice berry burst color. All right, with your tote bag, you can put this on nice and straight. You can angle it. All right, however you want to put your bag on is totally up to you. But I put it about an inch up from them because we're going to add things, tuck them in our bag. All right, so about here works good. And then you've got this fun little pocket. Okay. All right, so I'm not sure if you can see, but also on the bag, you do have little score lines here on the front. They come down from here all the way down. And I know that's a little bit hard to see,